Hello, my name is Prime, and welcome back to ATS Showcases, and today I'm going to be checking out this brand new to ATS Mack Anthem Black Edition, or Mack Black Anthem, depending on where you read the name of it, and I am playing on the official 1.51 release for American Truck Simulator, which is available for all ATS players. Now for today's delivery, we are sat here in Texarkana, or Texarkana, depending on how you like to pronounce it, and we're heading down to just south of Dallas, actually, and we're hauling this RV on our Audible Load King drop deck trailer. It's very interesting. I don't think I've ever actually hauled this type of cargo before here in ATS, so I thought it was something different. But yes, the star of the show, and something that was actually a surprise I was not expecting, honestly, was the 1.51 release. That being this limited edition version of the Mack Anthem, the all blackout version. And you should be able to find this version of the Mack Anthem right here on the page. It's on the last page because obviously it's one of the maxed out trims of the Anthem. All the specific options for this truck are labeled as Mack Black Anthem Edition, so you should be able to customize it to that extent as well. We have a lot to talk about in today's video, so without further ado, let's go ahead and get this Mack Anthem Black Edition started up and get on the road. The only mod I am using today is the True Mirror FOV mod, which is available on the Steam Workshop, and I will have a link for it down in the description below. Otherwise, there are no other mods, such as engine mods or other visual modifiers that are active within this profile. Alright, let's go ahead and get rolling. Hopefully everyone's doing well. I certainly am. What a great day, my friends, on the 1.51 official release for American Truck Simulator, and hopefully everyone enjoyed the beta period for those who opted into the update. And may I say, there are a lot of fantastic things that have come on with this update, and we're going to talk about that today. But probably the star of the show, honestly, in my opinion, and one that was at least I was surprised, maybe some of you weren't if you are keeping up, or maybe just seeing things in screenshots that I probably missed, I don't know, this Mack Anthem. So there's been a ton of talk, obviously, recently with the Mack Pinnacle, something that, well, is now on the main basically cover for Arkansas, which once again is another upcoming thing that is just around the corner now, releasing on September 16th. That is, the Mack Pinnacle is on the cover art for that, and obviously has been driven in before on SCS Software live streams. So that is just around the corner. So in full transparency, as of recording this video, the Mack Anthem has not been, or sorry, the Mack Pinnacle has not been released. However, I was expecting the Mack Pinnacle to be included within this update. But we got another Mack truck. Now, albeit it's just a specialty limited edition, so obviously customization on top of existing models. And as far as I know, some interior updates as well, obviously being the Black Edition interior, things have been redone versus the original Mack Anthem, as far as I am aware. However, this is a very interesting truck. Looks honestly really good, at least in my opinion. All black truck, I mean, is kind of just a classic, let's be honest. You can't really go too wrong with, you know, black and chrome or all black. It, generally speaking, kind of works on anything, but it's a very neat, oh, stop, good brakes in this truck as well. Very unique addition, and one that I was not expecting whatsoever. So this will probably make this video seem very dated as I say this, but obviously the Mack Pinnacle has not been released yet, but it is expected probably before the release of the Arkansas DLC. That is a safe bet. Maybe it's on the same day. I don't know. I have no idea on that front. But given that it's in the card of the title graphic for Arkansas DLC and has been used before, that should be on the horizon. But I was expecting, I think a lot of us were, that it'd be included in the update. But I'll take this as well. Another technically, I guess, new truck, albeit it's a modified version and a limited edition, basically, package of the Mack Anthem that we have in ATS. But I think it's actually unique overall, and honestly, I'm not going to complain whatsoever. Now it looks like that car is going to go, but we got to get to the left side here. Could have just used my mirror. That would have been a good thing to do as well. But I did not use any engine mods today, even though I could have, because I wanted to test and see if any of the sounds in this Mack Anthem have changed, obviously, with the update. And as far as I know, they have not, but I could be wrong. I haven't driven the Mack Anthem for quite some time, actually, in ATS, so I honestly don't really know. I feel like they're the same, but they could be slightly different. Comment down below for those who drive the Mack Anthem, I guess, previous to the 1.51 update, or specifically this version of the truck. let me know. That is always something I want to know. But as we are here on the 1.51 official release, I better talk about all the features that came in with the update. And when I say the changelog is extensive, I mean very extensive. So starting on the map side, we had the I-44 update for the Oklahoma DLC. So anyone who owns the Oklahoma DLC can now essentially travel across the entire I-44 throughout the state. Long story short, Oklahoma City, a section of it was not ever put into the game when the Oklahoma DLC released. There's a big backstory to that. I've talked about it in previous videos. However, that new addition is in there, along with a few other things, kind of revolving around the I-44 and connections that go around on the more eastern side of the state. So that's that there. But then we also had another map DLC update for the Texas DLC, this time talking about the vegetation. So in particular, the Lollapalooza Pines, those are different, very regional specific to, well, basically Texas, eastern Texas, and then Arkansas kind of area of the US. And those particular pines are, well, native to that area, but were never put into the DLC or Texas DLC originally. They've just used another generic pine tree. With the development of the Arkansas DLC, SES Software has updated the eastern section of Texas, something that, well, we are in right now, to include some of those lollipolly pines and just redo the vegetation a little bit in the Texas DLC to help in many ways bridge the gap between what will be the brand or the newest DLC. That's the word I was going to use. The newest DLC for American Truck Simulator, that being Arkansas, in the coming week or so. Bridge it into Texas, which has now been out for a little bit now. It's hard to believe that it's been already quite some time that Texas has been released, but now kind of help do that bridging as well. So it looks really good, honestly. Texas DLC always looked good to begin with, but those more regional specific vegetation really did help a lot. And then for anyone who owns the Oregon DLC and happens to be starting a city, or starting a career, I should say, in a particular city, there we go, get the order correct there, Prime. The custom city intros have made their way to Oregon, so the various starting cities in the Oregon DLC now have custom city intros, so just brand new cinematics and some extra information when you go through the initial cutscene. Kind of just a nice touch, not a major piece, but a nice thing to have, definitely, especially for those newer players that purchased the Oregon DLC and would like to explore the region. So then on to the gameplay side of things. That would be a way station. Now, I believe that's just up here. Yeah, there we go. The red light on our little navigator thing. And here's the way station here. Sidetracked. Okay, well, we'll go to a way station. That's fine. I've got plenty of stuff to talk about, so it'll slow me down a little bit because I am cooking through my list here and this delivery. Besides that, gameplay. So we have the brand new dynamic unloading and loading and unloading feature that came in with the Nebraska DLC. Now available, and we got the green light. Perfect. I have the little info thing off if you're wondering. The dynamic unloading and unloading, or loading and unloading feature has been expanded to other states of the USA here in American Truck Simulator using some of the default various prefabs and depots. You can kind of find some of them around. That network is starting to expand, and that is for the grain hopper trailers. However, in the Arkansas DLC, chip van trailers in some of the custom depots will now be able to dynamically load, as far as I know, or as far as I remember, I should say, not unload, but dynamically load as well. So the dynamic loading and unloading feature I've done a bit, or at least on the dynamic loading, I haven't been able to actually find an unloading location yet, unfortunately. However, it's a very, very neat feature, and one that really opens a lot of doors for American Truck Simulator. It's specifically, obviously, on the grain and chip van trailers right now. At least will be chip van trailers when Arkansas DLC releases. That's a feature that, you know, is coming, and is going to be expanding and can expand into other... Oh, we got to get over, though. Sorry, car. Sorry, car. Didn't mean to cut you off. That was a bad move on my part. Should have done it earlier. My bad. It's okay. we just narrowly escaped that big headache of insurance, I think. Anyways, I was talking about, yes, the unloading and loading. Very cool feature, one that will definitely lead for a lot of opportunities here in American Truck Simulator as we move forward, which is always very exciting. So you can find that around the map, and it is for the ownable trailers that I have mentioned. Now, two big things that maybe I am, well, I mean, one main thing actually that I am extremely happy about, and I have already enabled, is that the blind spot detection. You can now turn that off, and also with you can basically do the automatic blind spot sensor option. Essentially, you can now turn off the annoying beeps and stuff like that, which is very, very good. I always got annoyed by that because depending on some of the older sections, I feel like the collisions in the older parts of the ATS map don't really play ball that well with the specifically the blind spot monitoring system and a few of the collision things. So you can turn those off now, which is very, very nice. I am never going to complain about that because a nice thing to have. maybe I need it at times. That would actually be good. Probably actually that instant back there. I turned off the blind spot monitoring and I nearly crashed into a car by cutting someone off. But to each their own. Otherwise, there is now the differential lock option as well. Automatic differential lock. That is on the vehicle side. Obviously, we have this beautiful Mack Anthem Black Edition, and that I've talked about already, and that the Flow Below kit, the accessories for around the rear of the wheels of the truck, so for the part of the aero kit, has been updated for various trucks. You know, Freightliner, Cascadia, all those lot. Very neat. Some new options there. You can customize the colors and I guess different finish options as well, specifically on the hubs, which is very neat and we like to see it. On the UI side, the thing that you greet when the 1.51 update gets installed to ATS, and some of you may not have experienced this yet, is the brand new title screen. So the title screen is something that has changed, and well, we actually got to be over here. Okay. Well, we'll go this way. The brand new title screen is essentially the next step in the UI redesign for ATS and ATS2, which has started as of the last couple updates. And honestly, it's not bad. I know a lot of people were kind of concerned that, oh, they're getting rid of the launch pad. Oh no, here we go. What are they going to do now? Honestly, it makes the game feel a lot newer than it actually is. And it's not a big deal. It is honestly quite intuitive, and it leads into kind of the next topic, which is the basically brand new controller configuration of the game and optimization. So it's no surprise that ATS and ATS2 are trying to become more controller friendly, or I guess for that matter, wheel friendly as well, for people who use like D-pads and stuff like that, like an Xbox and PlayStation controller. Becoming more friendly for that, so that plays into the new title screen. Obviously a lot easier to navigate that screen compared to the launch pad on a controller, because it is a more standard menu system instead of basically a weird dashboard thing, which worked for many years but definitely started to show its age. And then obviously with the new controller configurations, be mindful for those who use a controller specifically, you may not have your options working or your configurations working that well. For me on the wheel and with my button box accessory and stuff, oh, we gotta have to just put on the brakes. Didn't cut off that car. I'm learning. I'm learning, people. Oh boy, you gotta love it. Good old traffic. City traffic. Controllers, yeah. So your profiles may be messed up, people. I honestly... Oh, what's beeping now? Oh, I can bypass the way station? Good, okay, thank you. But I do need to exit here anyways. Oh, brake. Yeah, the controller configuration, your controller configuration, if you use it, may be messed up. It may not be working correctly. That is just because of the brand new configuration. As I was going to say, I haven't had issues with that yet. Obviously, I'm wheel and button box, so that really wasn't affected. However, just please keep that in mind. You may have to reconfigure a few things there. Otherwise, there's a brand new search bar and the settings menu, along with some of the interfaces and accessibility have been kind of reworked and organized a bit just to make things a lot nicer. You can change the way that you can change the backdrop of your home screen in American Truck Simulator, which is kind of a nice touch as well. And then finally, believe it or not, this list is still going. Finally, the visuals have changed ever so slightly here in American Truck Simulator. And we're going to go this way here. Oh, no, that is the exit. Well, if I would have actually, you know, looked at signs and stuff, I would realize that that's not the correct way to go. You know, there is a bit of logic here, Prime. Gee whiz. Okay, well, I guess we have to go through this. Yes, we have to go through this gate over here. And then to the inbound checkpoint. Hey, would you look at that? It's almost like that's how it's supposed to go. And I've done this how many times, and I still do this. Almost every time I mess up where I go. Anyways, the visuals have changed a little bit, or improved, shall I say, and that is actually on the interior shadowing for the trucks. So the interior cabin shadows, you probably won't really notice in this video. You may not, but specifically at night, depending on how the light casting works within the game and where you're at, you will probably notice that it looks incredibly realistic based off the screenshots I saw in the blog post. Which you can actually check out that blog post. I did a community post on it not too long ago. So you can check that out if you so wish to. Honestly, looks really good. Nice little touch and kind of a next step to improved visuals of the game as well, which once again, can't really complain about. So where am I dropping this unit off today? The RV is going on a train by the looks of it. Oh, it's right here. And someone parked a yard truck right by it as well. So we're going to do all famous blindside reverse. Let's go. Gotta love it. Yeah. Why do they do this to me? This is just not my cup of tea, my friends. I really do not like blindside reversing. I know a lot of you real-life truckers out there as well don't like it as well, but you gotta do it. Duty calls at times. Now, I can't quite tell. I feel like I gotta chase a trailer now. Can't quite tell. I'm concerned. I don't want to hit the white trailer on that side, or maybe even this side. Okay, I think I'm okay. Oh, I'm gonna hit the black trailer. I think I didn't cut back enough in time. Now, I think I'm in a... I mean, I shouldn't be probably... Yeah, okay, I messed up the angle there. 100%. That thing isn't going to roll this way. Neither is that. So I'm going to pull forward here a little bit and try and see what I can do. I don't know if I have enough space without having to completely realign. We're going to do our best, though. I am determined to salvage this. Okay, we're going to start bringing it back. Oh boy, we're going to be tight on this side. Exceedingly tight, but I actually got it. I got to make sure I come back so I don't hit the white trailer. No, that's not actually bad. I've salvaged this. So we're going to come this way and we should be able to basically straighten this thing up. Well, kind of. Okay, we'll go a little bit more forward. I'm happy to spend the time to get a proper reverse. I sometimes just fudge it, but I'm happy to cater to the realistic side, which I try to do and often fail. You know what? We'll take it. Honestly, that's pretty good. That's one of the better ones I've done recently. So I will take that 100%. Thank you all so much for watching. What a wonderful update. 1.51 has brought in a number of things, as I talked about throughout this video. I mean, it took up basically the entire video of the brand new features that have come in. Once again, it is now available for American Truck Simulator. So if your game has not updated, check your Steam client and just make sure that auto updates are enabled if you want that. If not, you should be able to see that an update is available. Highly recommend you do so. This truck, the Mack Anthem Black Edition, is definitely a unique edition, but one that I think is very, very neat indeed. And we're just around the corner now from the Arkansas DLC, so keep an eye out here on the channel because I will be covering the Arkansas DLC once it releases, and obviously with that, the Mack Pinnacle eventually whenever that releases as well. Once again, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.